Hi guys. So, topic this week is how I knew I was trans, and bit of an awkward question because I don't really see myself as trans. I just see myself as a guy. And to be totally pessimistic with the title, I knew I was trans when I found out that was the word for it. So there we go, video over. But how I knew I was a guy, which pretty much the same thing, I guess. I guess I could explain that. When I was little, I had an older brother, well, I still do now. Older brother, very masculine mother, and a dad, who was really old. Still very old. And so I never really had any feminine, I guess, influences in my life. And I just thought I was a cis dude, because I didn't know that boys and girls had different bits down there. I thought, gonna be all the same stuff, really. So I thought I was a cis guy for longer than I should have, really. But that's fine. Cause like my older brother and I, we just like played the same stuff. I always wore his clothes. I didn't get girly clothes. I never wore anything like that. And everything was fine and dandy until a new girl came to school in my primary school, and we became friends. And I kind of learnt about that time that girls and boys were meant to have different bits. And so obviously I had the girl bits. So me and this girl became really good friends, and she wanted me to be girly because she was girly. So I did, because I thought, that's what I've got to do. This is what I am. Better act like it. Man up. Or not, I guess. So from about that age to 11ish, so that's about 6 years or something. No, 5 years. I don't know, some amount of years. I was like really girly because I thought I had to be to fit in or to keep her as a friend or anything like that. Until secondary school, when I about year 7 or 8, when I was 11, 12, 13, I was on Google, as you do, and found out what transgender was, and it fit, because I knew I wasn't fine with doing this, like pretending to be a girl and dressing girly, and yeah, it like made me feel pretty. I still love pink. Pink's fabulous. Sheesh. And not wrong with liking all that girly girly stuff, but it wasn't me. I can appreciate it on other people. I still like girls, but it wasn't for me. I knew, like, obviously since I was little, when I had it in my head that I was a cis guy, I knew that I just wanted to be a guy, properly body wise. But then you've got to remember that gender's up here and sex is down there, and so if I think I'm a guy, then I am, and that's the end of the story. But funny story was, or my favourite memories, of primary school, that hinted quite massively to this being who I became, was about the time I met that girl. So when I was about 5 or 6, in the news there'd been some trans guy, and stuff about sex changes, and I just turned to my friend in the playground and I said, when I grow up, I want a sex change because I want to be a boy. And she didn't really get that, but nerks to her, whatevsies, and all that tosh. And my second favourite memory, it mustn't have been too long after that, but I'm pretty sure it was after it, because I had really long blonde hair that went down to my knees when I was little, like really long hair, and I had these safety scissors, and they were like this big, maybe smaller, really tiny pink. I'd like got them in a gift bag or something, and I was sat with my brother in. He like had really long hair, and he started cutting bits of his hair off, and I thought I should do that. I want a haircut, you know, because like my brother and my dad always got to get their heads shaved by my mum when she would cut their hair, and I never did, and it really upset me because I wanted to have shorter hair. So I cut chunks off and made a hash, and my mum got home and she like flipped and she was like, grr. So she took me outside and shaved my head because there was no salvation from what I did to them blonde locks. And after that I went brunette. But yeah, I was bald for a while as a kid, and everyone at school thought I was a guy, except for like 2 or 3 people, and most of my class who, you know, knew me as not a guy. But it was like the best time of my life because everyone saw me as a guy, and I didn't know why at the time, but it just made me feel really good. And a teacher, a substitute teacher, once referred to me malely, and my class flipped and proper had a go at her, and I was just there crying my eyes out because I was like, no, don't correct her, or correct her. So I liked it when she called me a guy. But yeah, so hope I explained that alright. It's night time here, and I'm wearing my pyjamas, Superman pyjamas, and I'm watching Hannibal. It's a good time, it's a good time. Got my sleeping hat on. Good old sleeping hat. Well, that's all for me. Bye.